So this is bad. Like, I'm semi-regretting getting this one. It does suck. You know how many unrusty bodies I got sitting down there? I mean, no Toyota Camry is winning NASCAR. Sorry. Spins over. It's either been run hot or it's got lifter problems. I don't even use that. I just use this. So it's to kill it right there. Don't know on y'all's end, but I feel like that was a huge time lapse. It's probably only like 60 seconds, but for me, that was about 3 days worth of work. I realized I probably bit off more of a project than I can fit in the video, but what do I do now? All right, I should turn some light on, but well, I got a light. Yep. So this is bad. Like, I'm semi-regretting getting this one, but at the same time, I don't know what I would have done with this. So it does suck. You know how many unrusty bodies I got sitting down there? Shoot. All right. Anyways, it's rusty. I think I'm gonna pull through with it because it's not gonna do anything else. It'll never be anything. So got to get all this cut out. That's cleaned up. I mean, it's not bad. It's just gonna be hard to attach. So still working on that. I just got some stuff cleaned up and all that stuff, and like when I start going together with it and you start understanding what this build is, it'll make sense. But like, somebody is gonna hate on it and call this, it's like, it's the same thing as NASCAR, monster trucks, late models, anything like that you watch. It's like, it's literally a shell with a race car interior, and I mean, no Toyota Camry is winning NASCAR. Sorry. Okay, so one of the recent time lapses, I went and got that. Made a little boo-boo, but I'll cover up on it. But I want to use a factory cluster. I've had one of these in my green Jeep for 10 years now. I just whacked that part off there, and I think I'm actually going to do all the gauges, including the fuel gauge, including the speedometer. I think I can make it happen, and I mean, it'd just be cool to know that you was going 32 miles an hour. So the harness, you watched me, I've gutted it down. I debated on leaving it because it wasn't that much stuff, but now I've got everything split open, and I mean, I'm not going to sit here and elaborate, but I've got controls for the fan, I've got controls for fuel pump, stuff like that, so I might utilize those. And like I said, this motor probably won't be the motor that stays in that Jeep for as much time and money as I'll have in there, but I don't want to put a bad one, and I don't. Anyways, got my harness. I was like, well, why not test your harness on this engine? So got everything. As long as I didn't miss anything, should be able to tie the wires together and just see what this motor does. And if you notice, I don't have any coolant on it yet. I want to hear it run, and then if it doesn't knock, we'll worry about coolant. All right, I got you at a weird angle. Let's see. No, this thing don't take electricity to run. Like, use it for water pump and stuff like that. So, see if it spins over. I think that's it. Oh, one thing. My bad. There it is. Spins over. It's either been run hot or it's got lifter problems. Feel like it's been run hot. It's full of sand. Everything is full of sand. It's crazy. So let's see. Let's be real quiet. Sorry about the fan. This is power. So technically you should go power to TCM positive. That's the battery source. So that should charge everything up. And still don't even know the computer's good. It's 96. They're like known for bad computers. So let's see. Now we would go to TCM. You hear the idle air control surging? So that means the computer is got fire and ground. That should be the ASD, so that should have everything turned on. Everything's good. Fuel, make sure we got no leaks. Check that. It's 100% hand on the Bible. First time it's everything's tried to crank. So this, I don't even use that. I just use this. So it's to kill it right there. Sweet. So let's see, that's our main source. Technically that one can stay. It's like the all-time, it's like the main amp wire on the amp. So we got a motor. I just don't have time to build a motor for what I want to do. So like I said, that one's probably not staying, but I did see it was like 8 of 95. 8/4 of 1995. So that'd be like the very first, one of the first ever 96s to be built. And that's my theory, is if you know 95 to 96 is when they changed from the good pistons to the bad. The good ones were heavy. The bad ones was like 6 ounces lighter. So I think when they did that change, they didn't get the tunes just perfectly. So I think it's got a spicy tune for the heavy pistons, and they just kind of slipped out in 96, because 97, 8, and then 99 just started just going back downhill. So maybe that's one of the very first ever good ones. Let's see what the date is. Yeah, 8 of 95. So that is the very first ever, first month of 96s ever produced. I don't know if y'all can hear, there's a capacitor building up. No? What is that noise? Can y'all hear that? It's literally right here. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna undo this battery for safety reasons. It's still kind of hissing. So the motor's good. We were assuming the transmission is good. I had a built, like pretty daggum built 231, but Jeep runs 1310 U-joints and you can step up to 1330, but this one actually stepped up to 1350. And all that means is this size bigger than that. Like 1350 is most, well, some 1-ton stuff, give or take. But I wanted to save that case, and I was going to take all those yokes off and take it all apart to change everything to, I've got a V8 input shaft in it, which is like that long. So I was going to have to cut it off or change it. Well, I had this one just laying around. That shaft right there is warped. You can kind of see. So I'm going to order, well, I've got a slip yoke I won at the Whiskey Outdoor race, so that's what I need for it. Well, I need to order a wide chain kit, and then I got to order some double-ended studs, and you'll see why at some point in this video. So I need parts, so the only thing I can really do at this given point besides put those together, now I don't want to do it, is I got to start cutting. I got to cut a lot. So I hate to throw you on time lapse, so if I'm editing, I'll put a time to skip, because this will probably take just a second, and then we'll go from there. When this is, after this part, you'll know, don't forget to, I'm sure, well, I don't know if anybody's commented yet what it is, so probably last time to guess. Once you see what I cut, it might make sense. Alright, just kidding, I'll let y'all watch me struggle to do this by myself. Ah, it's a 10mm. I may at some point put the back hatch back on, but for right now it's just going to be easier to take it off. Wasn't even standing around and it's falling apart. Don't think I need windshield squirter. Alright. This out of the way. These are so handy, by the way. It's just an extendable paint stick. Oh. I couldn't do it with the ceiling. Actually, I could. Oops. Oh yeah, saved about 50 pounds. One time I put a WJ thing on by myself and no tools. It was a struggle. Alright, I'm finna cut some metal. Rusty metal. Well, it looks like I got rid of most of the rust, but the crazy part, I'm not done cutting. I just had to stop right there for reasons. At this point, I don't know what to say. I got rid of some useless metal. Well, it wasn't useless before, but after the salt got a hold of it, it's no good. Still dreaming up what I actually want to do here, and that's what I said. There's still that crap to cut out. but then I don't know what would actually be holding like the body to this little thing that we're gonna call a frame right now. And let's walk up there. May be hard to tell, but if you can tell, I've made a cut across the whole top side. Kind of cut that out, not finished. That's just the way it is now. If you don't know what's going on yet, surely somebody's commented by now, but yeah. So I'm gonna get that bolted together, that bolted, everything back together. That'll just be temporary, and then let's start doing stuff. Oh yeah, I went and picked up some mock-up chairs. I hope I'm not using them, but by the time I get done with this project, that may be what I can afford. Alright, if you've never seen before, these are the factory holes on a XJ, ZJ. And why Toyota did this, I don't know. But like a Wrangler, if you can kind of see the bulge right there, you can move over and re-drill and actually re-clock this transfer case. And I've only ever seen it on a Wrangler. But it is kind of hard to get them centered. You have to, but it doesn't matter. You can be as big as you want, because this is where it centers on the transfer case. And those holes can be, like from the factory, they're like nearly 7/16 where it needs to be a 3/8. But got that done. Hopefully with this setup, I'm gonna be able to, instead of the transfer case hanging down, I'm gonna clock it up. And yeah, you'll see. I feel like it's right there on what I'm doing, and y'all still may not know. It's legit. And again, this transfer case is mock-up purposes only. That's what I'm gonna do, the sandwich plate like I've been doing, and put a piece of steel right in between it. That way I can run my transmission mounts up here. Seen a guy doing it. Feel like I've done it before too. Alright, I'm gonna get a couple bolts in that and then get it cinched to the motor and get this process started. The next scene, you'll probably figure it out. Alright, now we got everything cinched together. It's gonna be a little off balance, but it'll work just fine. A little more than I was anticipating, but it'll do the job. So, should be putting the motor in from this way, right? Not this time. Oh, this thing weighs nothing. Like, nothing. At all. At all. I believe I do the trick with the boards. Yep. Some of you are confused, some of you know exactly what's going on. This is one of the weirder things I've done in history. And I have no idea what to expect. Huh. Does that look about right? I don't know. Let's get some stands put down. Probably ain't gonna get this right the first time, I will say that. That's way too short. Huh. This way. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Yeah, that's a little sketch. It's better than nothing. Huh. Alright. Does anybody knows what's going on yet? It don't weigh very much, it won't go down very fast. Hope for the best, I guess. I don't know, you're basically putting the motor wherever the heck you feel like it. This is essentially factory. Maybe tomorrow will work out.